Hello, YouTube! Scott here, and I am back with another instant review. Not as instant as they used to be, and I'm sorry. Anyway, looking at Marvel's What If, Season 2, Episode 4, What If Iron Man Crashed into the Ĝrandmaster? Now, it's a little odd because this whole episode is about Iron Man, but they kind of start off by asking about Gamora, which, I mean, she does feature later, but like they do that and then immediately pivot to Iron Man saving the world from the Chitauri at the Battle of New York, but not making it home. This is a universe where he just kind of bounced around until somehow wound up on Sakaar in front of the Ĝrandmaster. Now imagine that, if you will. Two men with egos that size on the same planet. There's going to be some clashing, and there is. I mean, you know, they call each other their nicknames. Tony cannot get a decent drink on the planet to save his life. And the Ĝrandmaster just kind of sees him as another toy to play with. And the Ĝrandmaster has this race going on, a death race. I mean, the casualty toll must be super high. Gamora is there, but Valkyrie is also there, and Korg, and this henchman of Ġrandmasters called Topaz plays a pretty big role. Jeff Goldblum, by the way, is playing the Ġrandmaster to the hilt in this one, and you know, looking at the credits, you just see like, wow, Robert Downey Jr. is really done with Marvel, isn't he? I mean, Goldblum is back, Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, Taika Waititi as Korg. They got Josh Brolin to come back and do 2 lines at the end as Thanos. But Downey was just like, nah, no thanks. You can keep using my sound alike. Mick Winger, incredibly talented, by the way. So Iron Man on this alien planet with wrecked tech, gets thrown in jail, damn near killed by Gamora. Korg is kind of along for it because reasons, I guess. And Tony's big solution to all this is to challenge the Ġrandmaster to a race. And before this, you get a fun little montage of, you know, him preparing and making stuff. Because, you know, it's Iron Man. You got to have a making stuff montage. He's Iron Man. The race is unfair. There are multiple opportunities for death. Tony and Gamora almost immediately have a falling out because she's Thanos' daughter and he stopped Thanos' plan. Also, there's some sort of time displacement, so this is like well after the Battle of New York, but at least Tony finds out that he won. But, you know, the entire time he's still just trying to get home to Pepper. And also, for most of the episode, he's trying to kind of install a moral center in Gamora. And he succeeds at just the right moment for her to help him get further in the race, which I guess shouldn't be surprising because that's kind of the cliche, huh? But this race, you know, it looks like the Ġrandmaster has it all locked up. Even though Iron Man has an old-style chariot at first and like what looks like a good-sized Hulkbuster armor. But his chariot gets blown up and he immediately transforms his armor into a race car, which, I don't know, maybe do that like the entire time. I don't know if there's a need for that kind of reveal. Yes, we get it. Tony Stark is adaptable to every situation and he can race. But, I mean, if you got a car, I mean, you could have walked out onto the starting line in that armor and then transformed it in front of everybody. But anyway, the stakes of this last race, because Tony hacked Ġrandmaster's tech, the winner gets the planet. And, you know, Ġrandmaster tries to cheat and say it was a tie. But Topaz was in this race, and Valkyrie pulls off this kind of implausible block, you know, making Topaz crash her car, and her staff, which has some kind of power to it and was at the front of her car, bounces out and just barely touches Ġrandmaster's foot and melts him. Like, straight up melts him. So I guess Tony has Sakaar, but he doesn't really want to do anything with it. And Gamora is like, yeah, I can't go back to my dad without you because, you know, yeah, stopped his plans. So right at the end, she delivers him to Thanos. Thanos gets his 2 lines, and they pull a double cross. Do we see how it ended? No, but I mean, you're going up against the Mad Titan with a little weapon like that. I honestly don't see success. Not really sure Tony survived that asteroid. Anyway, love the voice acting. The visuals were really cool because there's this like one point where there's a tunnel that they're racing through. It's got glowy blue lines, kind of like in Tron, only, you know, way cooler looking. The story, I mean, it had an inconsistency or two here or there to my mind, but Wasn't bad. I mean, they know what they're doing. They knew what they were doing. I forgot how old this is. But, I mean, gonna keep watching. Gonna keep bringing them to you when I remember to do it. So anyway, what did you think? Leave a comment down below, like the video, share it around, subscribe if you're so inclined, smash that bell for notifications. And until next time, I have been Scott, and this has been an Instant Review, an offshoot of opinions no one cares about. Everyone has opinions. This one was mine.